Hello, this is Adam Rayner for Talk Audio TV. Been watching a bit more YouTube lately, and it occurs to me that something I've never done, which is to actually say, thank you. Thank you very much. See, I think it's just over 3,000 of you guys, and I cannot tell you how much fun it is to actually know that there's people who bother to subscribe. Yada, you've heard it all before, but it's, I know what they feel like, man. It's like in the heart. I'm grateful, right? This is about whatever's in this box. Check this. Whoops, hang on a sec. Let's use the remote control and zoom in. Parrot Zik. Now, some of you won't know who Parrot actually are. Parrot are the kings of Bluetooth. If you had a car radio, if you had any darn thing that had Bluetooth in it, God, in the early years, it just wouldn't flipping work. And one by one, every single manufacturer went, do you know what? It's actually Parrot's Bluetooth, which is the best. I mean, yes, there are other suppliers. But anyway, the point about Parrot is they don't just know about Bluetooth. They make some amazing products. They involve designers, one in particular called Philip Stark, who has products in the Victorian Albert Museum. There's a very famous juice squeezer, which more of you will be familiar with as the shape of the flipping spaceship in Men in Black 2. Oh yeah, classic shape. Than will be familiar with his teapot. Now, one of the things that Philly designed for them was a set of headphones. It was called Zik. The Mark 1 version I raved about, loved to bits. It had certain limitations. This is the Mark 2 version, which happens to fit inside this same case. I was very kindly sent them by my mate at Parrot. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Here is what they come with. You get this little black case, and this is very, very orange. But, of course, I was travelling with my darling, with me Julie, so I ended up with two pairs to try. That's the first pair, and just so you can see the sumptuousness of it all. La 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 la. Let's unpack this other pair. There's a cloth baggie, another one of these zippy up doos, and a pair in white. Now, if you want to look wealthy, a set of beautiful Parrot Ziks really is a good way to do it. Unfortunately, one of the reasons why this is the case is because they stay new looking and beautiful for not a terribly long time. Most people will attract a bit of grubbiness to them, and most people end up making them look dirty. See the little touch of orange? This subtle ship? C'est Monsieur Philippe. Now these things have got 4 microphones on them. There's a couple of apertures on this headphone cup. There's the place where a headphone wire goes in, because they can be used passively, or they can be used cordless, because of course they have the most amazingly powerful quality Bluetooth system in them. One of the other things they do is that you can control them with an app from your phone, but there's also a sensitive controller that goes whoop and whoop. Now, if I was being really brilliant, I'd have the phone app up and I'd be going, here's a headphone, whoop, and watch it change track. Simple fact is it does it, okay? I can tell you it does it. The most important thing from my point of view, the reason why I really wanted them, was what's going on under here. It's a little rechargeable battery, and those 4 microphones, let me just show the battery, here we go. Those 4 microphones are used to pick up background sounds, and on any kind of long flight or place where there's a droning noise, anti-noise is injected in. These are noise cancelling headphones. As such, brilliant for use on aeroplanes. Let's have a little look at these ones and I'll show you why. I'm saying you want to look rich because these have got a little tiny bit grubby with a couple of uses. Still exquisitely beautiful things though. Now I found that I really did need to take 2 batteries really to use it on very, very long haul. But that also was to be a little bit of a misnomer pointlessness, because most American planes smoking, very non-smoking. Beep, beep. Sorry, song from the 1980s, Charles. Most American planes have got power in them from USB supply, which means you can charge them up as well as listen to them. But you don't really want to be connected up while sleeping on an airplane. Fact is, if you keep the things fully charged, they will give you a decent length of flight time. We used them, and then we did a transfer and used them again, and they died on the way to Vegas, I'm afraid. That isn't really an issue though, because frankly, A, you can get another battery, and B, you can plug them in. What's in here is interesting. You have to take a look at this. This has given Mr. Stark more of an opportunity than otherwise. Check out the beauty and the quality of these cables. And that's a funny thing to rave about, but these really are beyond fabulous. Apart from anything else, having cables that last really, really matters. Here we go. Find the pipe with the focus is perfect. The quality of that. It's a lovely woven cable. There is a 90-degree one there for wherever you think the 90-degree thing is going to be. I would imagine it's going to be off your device. But these two in particular are absolutely lovely. Really nice quality wave on that. These little orange accents. Really solid all metal construction. Oops, USB pluggy do for accepting the power. And of course micro USB. Putting the power into that headphone. And incidentally, and by the way, the one function which is the most important one, which is the sound, is that they sound bloody lovely. Absolutely lovely, rich and full. And when there's the anti-noise going on, there's a quality of extra openness and higher fidelity which I've not heard through other sound cancelling headphones. And in the meanwhile, Parrot never stopped working. And there is a Mark III version about to hit. So an enormous thank you for the loan of these. Coming back home to Parrot. Well, I would have spent me money on these. That would have been something to 700 odd quid more for 2 pairs. Because it's your whole world when they clamp around your head. And imagine how much people do spend on some hi-fis. But the main plot is that Parrot Zik, beautiful, beautiful headphones. Highly recommended if you find any second-hand. Absolutely snap them up. And meanwhile, the Mark III version is about to come out. The only thing I would say that was a proper, ooh, didn't like that, was this, okay? It doesn't feel like much in terms of weight. But in actual fact, when every kilo counts internationally, this is great for ordinary luggage, but you could do with one that was somehow just even lighter than that. You're probably going to go, don't talk rubbish, Rainer, but hey. Meanwhile, Parrot Zik, top cans, thank you ever so much. Adam Rainer for Talk Audio TV, signing off.